Okay, I don't want my storage to say nothing, but like I've been telling y'all, I have an update. So I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but well, I haven't told y'all shit, so y'all don't know. But I no longer work from home. I definitely quit my job. I know I've talked about them before on my channel, so if you want to go back and watch that video, I'm sure it's titled something about the job. Or I think it was like me, I don't know, that was a couple months ago. But yeah, y'all, I am super happy without that job. I am excited. Like, and then I ended up, before I had left, I had a job. Also, let me stick on that before, because one of the reasons that just made me just be like, all right, F y'all, because of, so I guess I had came back or whatever and was working. Then one day my supervisor decided she wants to have a meeting out of the blue or whatever. And I'm thinking she wanted to have a meeting to fire my ass, because the last phone call I had, some provider was just super unprofessional and she was just digging into me. And yet, even though I knew that I was going to be leaving soon, I'm like, look, I have children. You can't just be leaving jobs, or anything like that. I had to make sure I had my backup. Once my backup was good, I was like, all right, I'm going to ride the week out. So I knew prior to that week, I had to go to my interviews and stuff like that. So I knew prior to that week that I was going to be leaving that Friday. So that Monday, no, it was like that Tuesday or Wednesday. It was like that Wednesday of the week that I had left. My supervisor, she got in a meeting with her unprofessional self, and in the meeting, she's like, well, what's going on with you? Because I've been seeing the same patterns. And I'm like, my numbers have been good. But after that last lady, and she gave a bad review, we cannot stop people from calling back again. So it's like somebody has an issue and they hang up on you, or you're telling them, this is how we can help you, and they don't agree with it. They're going to call back. Even if something that didn't get done in the first call, they're going to call back. We literally cannot control when somebody call back, because we had providers that would call, get everything that they needed. I got 100% on all my calls, but yet those providers still call back to back, just to see if they can get a different resolution or something more with a different representative. So it's like, we literally can't control that. But the metric that she was mentioning in the meeting was literally about the providers calling back. Even though, okay, I got 100% on the call. Why are you telling me that I'm following into old habit? Like, because my FCR was trash because of the providers. But yet I'm getting 100% on my calls. So it's like, then she would get upset, because I'm like, we can't control when they call back. And we tell y'all, they want us to write it down, every provider that calls back and constantly that we talk to. But it's like, y'all should be fixing the FCR to where we not in trouble when they call back. Matter of fact, take it away. Give an exception. I can understand if we didn't do everything on that call at that moment, but if they call back and we did everything we were supposed to do, we should not have an FCR hit. It should be an exception, just like the other metrics had exceptions. But this one, they didn't. So that's what she had the meeting about, was providers calling back and talk about, oh, you falling into old habit. What's going on with you? What's going on in your home life? I'm like, nothing. I've been doing good. Just a few days, just Friday, that Friday prior to this meeting, when we got back from that week, just then you were telling me how good I'm doing, how this and that, but I feel like she had a bad day. And this is the same supervisor who, she didn't like talk to me at first. Like when she first got on the team, when I first got on her team, she didn't like talking to me. She wouldn't like hardly reply back, or she had like a snappy attitude, and she was black. And y'all know how us black girls can be when y'all got certain attitudes, or you don't feel like being at work or something. That was her. And she told me, which my team lead, she told me, as well as other team members that was on my team, they all would tell me, like, you need to report her, because she told me that I reminded her of the girl that her son was with. Her son was murdered, and it was about a girl that he was with, and the guy some other guy that she was dealing with before wanted her back and was looking for her son and got to her son and unalived him. And that's truly unfortunate. Like, I sympathize for that situation so much. But when you're showing me that you can't stand me sometimes, and you're going to turn around and say, when you're in a good mood, it was kind of hard at first because you just look just like the girl that my son was with when he was murdered, that got him murdered. Y'all, do y'all know how uncomfortable that shit is? And I'm just the type of person that just give people chances. And it's like, I really wanted to do so good at that job and move in a position. I genuinely feel like, and I damn near know that she was not moving me up to certain positions that I was applying to because I was one of the top people on her team. And when I started feeling a certain way and was my numbers was going down, I didn't care no more because I realized this lady just told me what she told me about me looking like a certain person that was dating her son when he got unalived because of her. So, okay, there's that. And then it's like you get an attitude with everybody in the chat when you don't feel like doing something, or if somebody asks a question that she feels like they should have known because they did training. But yet you also say in the same breath, oh, their training wasn't that good. But you're mad at these people for asking about training, the new training people that came in. You're obsessed getting smacked. You're like, no. Didn't you learn this in training? Y'all, that's so unprofessional. As a supervisor, I would never, ever, ever do that. I would never have done that. I'm just not even that type of person to be asking people certain stuff. Like, I genuinely feel like you have to ask people in a certain way. I don't care what your attitude is. I don't care how real you think you keep it. You still have to ask in a way that you would want somebody to ask you. Because somebody coming me a wrong way, I'm be like, you're not going to get the same reply as somebody else who asked me in a different way but asking the same question. Like, call me sensitive, call me what you want, but I call it respect. Because I feel like if I came at a person like, well, didn't you do this? Well, didn't you do that? Or with a short answer or something like that, that's rude. I'm genuinely being rude to that person because I feel like they asked a dumb question. That's being rude. So I feel like that's what she was on, y'all. So anyway, in that meeting, she was talking about the FCR. And then when I told her, like, everything's good at home, I'm going to just say it just exactly how I said it to her. She was like, anything going on? Like, anything you need to talk about? I was like, no. I was like, everything's good. I was like, if FCR went down, that means people was calling back and we can't control it. And she was like, well, I feel like your number's going down, this and this and this, woo woo. I was like, okay. I was like, I understand. And then she was like, well, I feel like I'm not getting anything out of you because I keep asking you about your home life and how you feeling. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm literally fine. Like, FCR went down because of that. Like, I can't control it. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, oh, life is terrible. No, life ain't terrible. Life ain't terrible. She was like, do you have another job? That's none of your business, for one. And for two, that has nothing to do with somebody calling back to my line. So no, there's nothing going on. There's no other stuff that's going on in my life that you would need to know about. There's somebody out here walking their dog. Okay, make sure she had her bag. Ugh. Y'all, that's nasty. I'm sorry. I just seen the shit come out of his ass because he's literally right by my window. But yeah, it's just like, since she couldn't get more juice, because I used to tell her all my business, but then I found out she was also telling my team lead my business. And then I know how she is. She'll go back and kiki with her and they talk about everybody on the team. So therefore, no, I stopped doing that. Team lead said, stop telling her your business. So I did. I stopped telling her my business, and therefore she felt like I wasn't giving her anything. I wasn't being, whatever she wanted me to be, y'all. I don't know. Because she was in my business before, now she's not in my business. I don't care to talk with you, kick it with you, nothing. You ain't my type of person. And she act like she was a Christian. She a Christian, but she's one of those Christians who extremely judges, y'all. She is a judger. And on top of that, she'll try to put it on you. Any belief that she has, she'll put it on you. So she kept asking for my blood type and stuff like that. I was going to give her my blood type because I genuinely wanted to know what she was talking about. Because she has a book that has like the type of food that your certain blood type has to eat or whatever. Which I was like, okay, I was kind of interested in that. But after a while, I was just like, girl, you don't need to know nothing about me because I see your behavior. And I'm the type of person who is really good with personalities. I know what type of personalities I can do certain stuff with, say certain stuff with, you know. And I'm just a vibe person. And she just did not give me good vibes. She gave evil. And I didn't like that. So, yeah. So, when in the meeting, she was like, well, I'm not getting nothing out of you. And I feel like we falling in about old habits. And since you don't care, I was like, who said I didn't care? She was like, since you don't care, I'm going to talk to her manager, her supervisor, the big dog. She said she was going to talk to him when he got back from vacation or whatever and see what the next step should be for me. I was like, okay. Girl, you think I care? I don't. And the problem was, you think because I'm 34 years old and you're 60 something, you think that you can hold me and you can punk me, but that's never going to be the case, baby. So it's just like, I showed respect, and I'm really mad that I didn't give her a piece of my mind. But at the same time, I know what shadow work that I'm doing with myself, and I'm trying to be a different person. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to be a different person. I'm trying not to be as, like, act off of my emotions, you know, just maturing in certain ways, because back in the day, she would have been cussed out. Because I have no reason why she even said that she was going to try to, she basically said she was going to try to fire me. And it's just like, You can literally just say, let my ass go right now. Like, you ain't even got to wait for him to get back. If you say what you got to say. Talk about, oh, we're going to talk about next steps with you. Talk about them, baby. I was like, okay, that's fine. And she was like, okay, fine then. All right, well, you have a good day. I was like, you have a good day too. And then she hung up. I was just like, bitch. The next day, I told Bae about it, and he was like, you already got the job. I would have been quit. I was like, you know what? I was trying to hang in there for a full week's check or whatever and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I went ahead and put my 2 weeks in. I sure did. So I put my 2 weeks in, and I was like, well, fuck it. I wrote her a message, and I was going to tell her about herself in that last message too. But I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm putting my 2 weeks. I kept it real short and sweet. Put my 2 weeks notice in today. I will not be here today. Oh, well, I was off that day, but I was like, I'm putting my 2 weeks notice in, and I was like, thank you. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, thank you. Y'all, I wanted to be like, all that shit you was talking yesterday and all that extra stuff you was doing. Oh, I forgot about the email, so she emailed me too before the meeting, or after the meeting. After the meeting we had, she emailed me after I had went home that day, and she emailed me when I got back to work and saw that before I put my 2 weeks in. She was like, I don't know what made you think, no, y'all, this was before the meeting. This was before the meeting, because she was like, this was what pissed me off. She was like, I don't know. She was like, I don't know what made you think that you can use that PTO, because I went through and I put in all my PTO. I had to use it for that week or whatever. Yeah, that's why I was off that next day. So after our meeting, so I went in, put my PTO in, put it in for the future. She's like, I don't know, what made you think that you had all that PTO to cover? I'm like, because it's in my bank. What are you talking about? But for you as a supervisor to ever come at somebody and be like, I don't know, what made you think that you had all this time left? Like, girl, who you talking to? You can talk to your children like that, but I'm not your child. And I ain't never been your child. So therefore, you need to pipe down. But you know what? Instead of going off, I put my 2 weeks in. And everybody, y'all, she's steadily just firing people. She been firing people, and she steadily just, everybody's quitting or going to a different team because nobody likes her. So she's constantly doing all of this. And I'm like, why is she still here? She she let somebody go. When we first got to this job, and I had somebody in my training class with me, I guess she didn't like the tone of her voice. So she let her go. Straight up told me that. She didn't like the tone of her voice, honey. She was just too dry. She was just too dry. And I understand being on the phone, y'all want this excited, oh, thank you type of behavior. Everybody's not like that. As long as she's assisting and she has a pleasant voice, which she did. She has a pleasant voice, but she was like, hello, hi, blah, blah, blah. And she had that, but she didn't. And that's what she started to do with me at the end of, before I had left. She was like, you don't sound excited anymore. You don't this, because I would be on the phone like, hi, thank you for coming, thank you for that. My name is Courtney. And it's just like, after a while, you get burnt out. So I had to figure out, and then she would like nitpick my intro on the phone. Then she would nitpick my outro. And every time she nitpicked that stuff, oh, I would say this, so put this in there. I did it. Every single time I did it. And it's like, I'm doing what you want me to do. After a while, before it will work, you'll get people leaving surveys or stuff like that she wanted. Good, great for the outro. And then eventually it will slow down. But I'm still doing the same thing that I was doing that you told me to do. When it doesn't sound personable. To me, I would rather be personable and greet my people on the phone so that way they know that I'm really here to help you and I don't have to sound like a robot to do so. But I also understand this is a call center and this is what she wanted me to say. Cool. I took every single thing they wanted me to do, everything, every critique, everything that they wanted me to do, I did it because it's my job and I'm always going to do that. I'm an amazing worker. That's why I was top of her team. But when the other people came, oh, y'all need to be like the other team. But when we first got on, our numbers was through the roof because we just got on and we only doing claims. Or we only doing benefits. But when you get into claims and all that, your numbers go down. So it was somebody else that came and he was above me because he had the greatest, I ain't gonna hate on him. He had the greatest intro, y'all. It was amazing. And outro. He had a great outro. That's what it was. His outing off the phone was top tier. I have to give that to him. Great. So they felt like because of his outro, that's why he became the best. And he was getting surveys. Well, what's the name? He got your numbers now, Courtney. Now you got to try to get y'all need to be like the new people. Y'all need to be like the new people. And then y'all realize my schedule was 7 or 8 to 3, 4. 7 or 8 to it was 7:50 to 3:40. That was my schedule when I first started. And you get ranked by your metrics. So I stayed at the top. I was first shift. Then I did a shift bid. And that's where I fucked up because we had to get them new people come. She told me that I would she was like, oh, you're going to get a good position because I wanted to do 312s or 410s. So she was like, apply for it, do the 312s or the 410s because you're going to get it. Do you know this lady didn't tell me she ain't have her foot in it? She didn't have no say-so in where I went. And she didn't tell me how the metrics work as far as with the new people coming, if I was to bid, I would be dropped down. I was dropped all the way down from not only our team, but the other teams that was with us. I was dropped down to 11:30 to 7. 11:30 to 7. When I say hot, she was like, oh, your metrics are low, so that's why it was based off metrics. I was one of the top people on the team. Oh, well, you're not no more because we have the new people. Why are the new people bidding for shifts and they just got here? And when we got on, we couldn't bid. There was a shift bid when we first got there. We couldn't bid because we were new. So we had to get whatever shifts there was remaining. And so we had a new team or a new manager. She was our supervisor. We were able to get good shifts. So I got early morning shift. So she just played it like, I ain't tell you to bid. You chose to do that on your own. Then there was another position that came across and I was like, ooh, I really want to do this position because it was overnight and it was only a few days out of the week. So I was like, well, since I couldn't get the shift bid, let me go ahead and do that. I was like, I'm interested. Let's go ahead and do it. She talked me out of it and was like, well, there's another one coming up here and your numbers are really good. And, if you take it or blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, if you think I can get a better shift than what I have right now, then I'll go ahead and do that shift. I'll go ahead and do the shift bid again. Since you say my numbers are good and above everybody, then cool. Y'all did it again. Stuck at the same shift. Lost that position at that other position. And guess what she did? Oh, I didn't tell you to take that. I didn't tell you not to take the position. I was just letting you know, you're my top person. And, if you left, then you could have got a better schedule, blah, 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 blah. I told her team lead, I'm like, she did this. And I saw her what she said. She was like, you are not supposed to be listening to her. She was like, you should just went ahead and just did it anyway. She was like, you got to think about your best interest. And she's right. She's right. And I got to remember that wherever I go, like, I have to advocate for myself. And I tried to do that here, but it's just like when you try to give people the grace, even though you know people, you know how they are, Courtney. So it's just like you try to give people this grace or whatever, and they F you over every time. Just really fucked me, y'all. So after that, once that happened, after that meeting, after she sent me that email, built up with everything all together, and I had found a job and got the acceptance letter and all that, I was like, okay, well, since you had that little nasty attitude in that meeting with your disrespectful self, I'm gonna go ahead and bow out gracefully. I just said, I'm putting my 2 weeks in, thank you. She texted me and was like, both of them, team lead and her, oh, are you coming into work today? She was like, oh, never mind, I saw your email. I was like, okay. Blocked her ass. So then she emailed me and was like, well, I'm gonna approve, trying to be nice, I'm gonna approve you for 2 weeks or whatever, so you'll get paid for another 2 weeks. So I got paid, then I got paid again. Oh, we're gonna pay you and approve you for that next 2 weeks, but please disconnect yourself from blah blah blah, the company. Disconnect yourself from us and anything that you associated with it. I was like, okay. Y'all, she wanted me to go there. She really wanted me to go there, but I wasn't going to do it. I'm not ever going to give nobody my peace. You're not going to take my peace from me, and you're not going to act like you can play my ass, because guess what? I was happy. Once I left that job, y'all, I've not been this happy in so long. So there's that. That's what happened, y'all, all in a nutshell. So now let me tell y'all the job that I had. It was a mobile phlebotomy job. That's the career field that I'm in. I went to school for it in 2019. So I'm a phlebotomist. I'm licensed. Or I'm certified. I'm sorry, not licensed. I'm certified. So I was like, ooh, a mobile phlebotomy job. I get to travel, be outside with people. Because, I just got done with this work from home job. Hold on, y'all. I just got done with this work from home job. So I'm like, okay, bet. Girl. Y'all gonna laugh at this. Y'all, so my motherfucking ass got the job, got the position, had to go take a drug test. Yeah. Never in my entire life. I've always smoked or whatever. Never in my entire life have I passed a drug or failed a drug test, y'all. I failed a drug test. I'm so embarrassed. Y'all, I'm so embarrassed. I feel like a little child. I feel like a child. Girl, I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing. So I left that job, which I swear to God on my children, I do not regret leaving that job at all. Like, I'm happy about it. Like, I'm just going to have to find another one. So after I had got the mobile phlebotomy job, they sent me my acceptance letter or whatever. I had to go take the drug test. Everything was clear. Background, I ain't got nothing on my background. I ain't never even been in handcuffs before in my life. So it's just like, that was the only thing left to do. Took the drug test. It took a couple of days, and then we had a doctor call me. I was like, this lady about to tell me I did not pass. I've never in life had taken a drug test and a doctor called me to tell me anything about that drug test. So I was like, she about to tell me that I ain't passed. But I know she had to call too, because with the driving position, a mobile phlebotomy position, it's through the state too. So whenever there's like certain amount of passengers in the vans, or a certain size van, you have to be licensed for it. So that's why I had to get physicals and stuff like that. I had to do something for, and this was DOT is what it is. Drivers operating transportation? No, Department of Transportation is through the DOT. So that's why, like, once I failed the test, I called them and I was like, hey, I just seen it, but I was like, oh my God, like, what does this mean for me next? She was like, well, since you failed, then that position is no longer available to you until another 6 months. So I can apply again in 6 months from the date that I wasn't accepted. So she was like, but we may have other positions as a regular phlebotomist that we can put you in. So I was like, all right, bet, cool. I was like, okay, thank God. I was like, yes, please. But she called me back that same day and was like, I'm so sorry, I spoke with them and they said that we don't have a need for any other regular phlebotomist. So I was like, she was like, yeah, so you can apply in another 6 months. I'm like, 6 months? God damn. 6 months? Lord, what the ass. So I was like, well, that's square one. And I'm really sad about losing that job because I was so excited to do that, y'all. It was different. The hours were good. We found daycare for AJ, which is literally right behind us. Kennedy was able to get him from daycare. It just was working out. So we still have a daycare. That's great and all. But now I am currently looking for a phlebotomy job. And that's the field that I want to be in. I don't feel like I want to settle. But I do know that I need something now because I done paid up all my bills. But that's only till a certain amount of time. And it's just like everything, both of them checks that I got from the last job, I literally put it on all my bills and paid them up. So that's holding me over, but at the same time, like, we still need an income. Like, I need an income. Like, I have so much going on. My daughter's 16th birthday is coming up. We trying to move, y'all. We trying to get up out of these apartments, raggedy selves. We want to rent a home right now, so that's what we're trying to do. But, you know, with that, you have to have income and stuff like that. So I'm just praying that we get something really quick. And then, but yeah, that's the updates that I have. I will be talking about more of the meeting with Tanisha as well. For Tutus with a Purpose, our mentoring program. So Tanisha started this mentoring program. I don't know if I was vlogging it before, but we actually did it together. She had it, it was like a starter. We had a few girls. We had like 10 to 12 girls, I think. Y'all, extremely rewarding. Like, I loved it. And I'm just so excited that I'm able to be a part of it and help her. But I know one thing that makes me so nervous about it is I do have a potty mouth. Like, even right now, I'm trying not to cuss too much. I do have a potty mouth. I'm just, you know, really chill. So it just be like, whatever come out, come the hell out. But that's like one of the things that I'm worried about. I want to also make sure my behavior is right. So that's another reason why I'm doing my shadow work. And I've kind of been like a little distance from a lot of people because I just felt like I just needed time to myself. And honestly, I don't want to be apologetic about it. Like, I don't. Like, if it hurts somebody, then of course, like with my friends, of course I want to be apologetic. But at the same time, I'm not trying to apologize for something that I need for myself. So I've just been really distant and trying to get my mental together, trying to make sure I'm staying focused, because I have realized, like, if I'm like talking and, you know, trying to do other stuff for other people, or trying to make sure I please this person to text them back fast enough, or, you know, I overthink a little bit and I want to cater to my friends, but I can't continuously do that because honestly, don't nobody cater to me. People text back when they want to text back. People answer their phone when they want to answer their phone. It's just like, I don't want nobody to get upset when Courtney do it, because, hey, it's just like, I'm not the same person I used to be, and I'm trying to be what I see myself as, what I aspire to be. So it's just like, if I need that time, which I do need the time to just cater to myself, cater to my household, and just focus on that, because any little thing distracts me, like any little thing. So it's just like, I had to just take a step back, and I don't text as much or whatever. I do try to check in and see what's going on with everybody, because, you know, I care about my people. I love my friends and my family, but it's just like, I do, you know, I have been like kind of distant. So if anybody's watching this, if you've noticed that and felt away, because nobody said nothing to me or about it at all, but it's like, if you felt that or whatever, that's what's going on. No hard feelings. Ain't nothing against nobody, I promise to God, because I love my people. My people gonna have my back, but at the same time, I just need to have my own back right now. So that's what I've been on, y'all, and I just really wanted to give this update. And then for y'all, hold on, for my Lux Baes. And if you new here, you could be a Lux Bae too. You could be a Lux Bae too. I love you. No, you could be a Lux Bae too if you subscribe, baby. So please, please, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment. Share the video. I'm trying to get up to at least 100 subscribers by my birthday. Or maybe more. Hopefully I can get more. Hopefully I can get more. I don't know where that came from, y'all. But, yes, if you love the content, please go back and watch my old videos. If you want to see more about my weight loss surgery, or if my Lux Baes too, my loyal Lux Baes, if y'all want to see anything more about my surgery, I know I give y'all like little weight loss updates or whatever, but if y'all want me to go in full detail like I did in my other videos, I definitely will. I just, you know, I got good numbers on the surgery video, which I have vlogged my surgery. I had good numbers on that, as well as my updated video or whatnot about my surgery. I was like a month or 3-month update, one of the two. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, please let me know. I would definitely do a video for sure, y'all. And then, shoot. But yeah, so that's what's basically going on. But y'all, I know y'all have noticed I have not been putting out a lot of content lately at all because, oh, I need some water. Oh, I think I got a Lipton tea. Hold on, y'all. Oh yeah, that's the last one. Ah! Oh, Lord. Okay. This is my last Lipton tea, y'all. Y'all, this is the best drink on earth. Just saying. It's the best drink on earth. But, I got my ice. I'm about to put my Lipton tea in there. And it has to be diet. I don't want no regular juice. Like, the less sugar for me, the better. I like, you know, like tasteful drinks, and this green tea is like perfect. Make sure it ain't gonna spill over or nothing. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, I haven't been doing as much content because of my phone storage. So I realized that I have an iPhone 11, and this is how I talk to y'all. This is where we reside right now, iPhone 11, and I could have got a new phone. I could still get a new phone, but honestly, like, my phone, there's no scratches, there's nothing wrong with my phone. But now I realize I have 64 gigabytes of iPhone storage, not iCloud. That's completely different. iPhone storage is only 64 gigabytes. So anytime I have all these videos, like right now, I had to delete all my apps. I had to delete my FaceTime app. I had to delete my weather app, every app that's on my phone. I had to delete the YouTube app in order for me to start vlogging. So that's what I've been doing, trying to figure that out. I think I'm gonna call them because I want to send my pictures and videos and stuff to my iCloud because I have 1 terabyte and it's never been used. And I don't know why. I don't know how to send my videos and pictures to my iCloud instead of just it sitting on my iPhone storage. That's only 64 gigabytes. So I'm trying to figure that out right now. But as soon as I get employment, as soon as I get employment again, child, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and get my camera order because the one that I had ordered, it was way too big and I had to get it sent back. And then when they finally got it returned and sent back and applied my stuff back, I had another one that I was going to order, but I ended up leaving my job. And then I was like, well, I think it'll be smarter for me to wait to get the camera before I just put it on my thing, because I do it through this this payment thing. It's called Lord, what is the fuck is called? PerPay. I do it through PerPay, which it was coming out. It's like a payment plan thing. It's like 10 payments and it comes out of your paycheck instead of like a debit card or something. So it will build my credit. And that shit, it was helping a hell of a lot. Like, I would recommend that. So they had really good cameras. So I was going to get this one Sony one that's exactly like my best friend Tanisha's, my sister. It's exactly like hers. So that's why I was like, yeah, I want that one. And it was white. So I was like, if we with each other, our cameras ain't gonna get mixed up. So it was the exact same one, and I really want that one. Her camera is perfect. She has a perfect camera. It's a perfect size, comes with all the works and whatnot. So as soon as I start employment again, I'm gonna go ahead and get that camera back. And that's where I got a lot of stuff. My Switch. I got which everything's already paid off except for what was the most recent thing I got? I think I got a steam mop. Y'all love to clean, so y'all know how to get my little gadgets. So I got a vacuum cleaner from there, a steam mop. We also got a mop that like spins like this. It's like 2 big ass wheels and it like spin. Love it, y'all. Top tier. I never regret those purchases. Them is the best. But yeah, all those are paid off already. Like, it goes super quick and it comes out your check, so you're not missing it. You have a set payment. You can, you know, do one at a time, or if you can afford it on your paycheck, you can do that at a time. So I really like PerPay, and that's why I don't have my camera, because I'm just going to have to get employment. I could do it. They do have an option where I could take it off of a card, but I just feel like I shouldn't be spending money for anything extra other than for my bills. And yeah. So that's where we at, y'all. I feel like that was pretty much, oh, excuse me. That was pretty much the update, I believe. But I will say that I'm getting back on my vlogging. So y'all will see me more. I'm going to try to come up with a lot more, what about that? I'm going to try to come up with a lot more content to do. If y'all have any suggestions of what y'all want to see from me, if y'all want to see me do makeup, something with my locks, child, I can do that as well. If y'all want to see more of the kids, more of Adrian, because me and Adrian, we low-key, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, because I ain't holding them back. I love y'all. Y'all my family. So we doing a couples channel, but it's not a couples channel. It's a couples reaction channel. So we're still trying to figure out and figure out our niche, like what shows are we gonna watch, what is gonna be approved on YouTube, stuff like that. So we're figuring that out, and look out for Me and 80 Reacts. That's gonna be the name of the channel. So I'm looking forward to that. We're mostly gonna be doing probably like TV shows. Like, I would love to do baddies. Now that's TV stuff. I would love to do like the TV shows we watching. Like right now, we started this show last night, which I fell asleep on. I gotta go back and watch it. But it's called Dark Matter or Black Matter. It's called Black Matter, and it's on Apple Plus TV. Apple Plus TV. So we were watching that last night, but I passed out literally as soon as it turned on. But the trailer, it looked good as hell, y'all. I will go watch that. But shows like that, you know, that we watch a lot of different shows as well. We don't really discriminate. If it's good, it's good, baby. So yeah, we want to do more of those, or just reacting to stuff on like online, talking about different stuff. Girl, what the hell? But yeah, that's another update, y'all. So I'm excited for that. And I will have a video that's coming up. Oh, you want to talk to me about our channel? Hold on, y'all. Here go, babe. Be on the lookout. They can't see you.
Oh, I got. Oh, my bad.
Oh, wait. I got you. You right here.
Oh, so yeah, coming soon. Be on the lookout. Be ready. We're coming with some heat for y'all.
That was son. Don't wore this baby out. Look at that old butt. But yeah, y'all, definitely be on the lookout for that. Like I said, we still trying to figure it out and see what our niche is and gather information or see how to do it, because we still trying to figure out how to do split screen or how to put the video on the screen. We did find an app, but with that app, it's like you got to record with your back camera to the TV or a camera or something like that. I want the video to come from online, be there, and we can react to it from there. So we're still trying to figure it out though. But yeah, I've been talking y'all head off, child. But that's basically it. Let me show y'all this real quick, because I just got the bag off the floor. So I got my t-shirt. We had got these goodie bags. Let me show y'all. Which I did show y'all this. We got a t-shirt. And official, baby. Yeah. This shirt a little big. What size is this? A large. I knew it was going to be too large. I told her a medium or a large. She gave me a large. And then we got our books. It's thick, y'all. But let me show y'all this. Here is the mentoring information. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go into more detail about it once I get you know, familiar and get used to it or whatnot. And here's the back. Pause to read it. But yes, we are looking for girls ages 10 to 16, which you'll see on the flyer. I think it has all Nisha's information on this. It has her website at the bottom, www.tutuswithapurpose.com, or you can also email her at tutuswithapurpose@gmail.com. But yeah, we'll go into more detail. Y'all, she got this together. Everything professional, and she is sponsored by, or not, is it sponsored by the state? Or she goes through the state? That's why I said, y'all, I'm still trying to figure it out and know exactly what to do and what to say. And I just like to be knowledgeable before I start talking about stuff. But I did want to put it out there because we're starting really soon. Like, we're going to be starting soon, feeding the homeless as soon as we find our girls. That's going to be one of the things. And she did say that I'm able to go ahead and bring y'all along. So I'll be vlogging every time that we with the girls, every time we doing stuff. So y'all see the growth and how it's gonna go and whatnot. And I think it's gonna be a really good thing. I know it's gonna be a really good thing. It was a really good thing when we did it the first time. So it helped a lot of girls. I feel like we got through to a couple of girls as well. But this time we're not doing like super little girls like we did last time. This time we're doing 10 to 16 because those girls probably are the ones that need the most help. I'm not saying that little kids doesn't, but the older children, they definitely need more assistance. They're getting young adults, and what better than adults who are just young adults to teach them, you know? I ain't no young whippersnapper no more, baby, but I ain't that old. So I'm only 34 years old. I'll be 35 this year, but yeah. Well, that's where we at now. Kennedy want to be a mentor there. She want to be a team mentor. But, honey, it goes to 16. So maybe you need to get your little butt in there. Because her confidence ain't the absolute best. It's not, you know, I'm trying to get her confidence to where mine is. But I got to remember, I used to be exactly like her. I allow people to do certain stuff to me and say certain stuff to me. And it's like, these days, I still remember everything. Because I always remember how people made me feel in the moment. I can't remember shit. My memory is trash. But I always remember what somebody said to me that was negative. Or said about me that was negative. To another person. Somebody lied to me. I remember it all. But I just hold all that in my brain and move accordingly. But y'all, that's all. I ain't gonna keep talking y'all ear off. I gotta go and lay down with my man. Because that's what we do. No, I'm just playing. Oh, I'm actually about to see about this job or whatever. Because y'all done had so many damn interviews. And everybody that I apply for, since it is healthcare, they take about 2 weeks to get back to you. And you just got to be patient. Like, one of them, the first person that I went to after the mobile phlebotomy job, this is at the hospital, and they said 2 weeks. And I wrote the person after 2 weeks. I'm like, hey, it's been 2 weeks. You know, I just want to kind of follow up. It still says that y'all got me under consideration. Just getting to follow up and see, you know, what's the next best steps for us to take forward. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I've been on PTO for 2 weeks. I'm just now getting to the candidates. And, you know, I'll get back to you as soon as I go through the candidates or whatnot. Thank you for being patient. I'm just like, fuck. Like, goddamn. Like, God, you just had to take PTO after we had our interview. That interview was bomb. I fucking nailed that interview. Then I had an interview at my best friend Shayla's job, which I did not want to be there. I'm not even going to hold you. Like, I know I had to go because I need a job. But it was call center. Being in cubicles, not outside, not in, you know, I would be around people, but it still wasn't what I was looking for. I don't want to be in dispatching and stuff like that. So I went, but the questions, I was like, it just wasn't given. Like, I know I failed that damn interview. And they were acting like this was like a top tier company, honey. I told Shayla, she was like, girl, they acting like people can't do this job. I'm like, girl, I've done that job before. I've been in logistics. I've been in dispatching. But I was dispatching like big ass trucks. So I had to find trucks, dispatch them. It was like I was like concierge, talking to the truck drivers, talking to the salespeople, talking to different people. You know, so it's like, I've done that before. All y'all doing is towing cars or trying to get people to pay their payments. And it's just like, girl. But anyway, I didn't want to do that job. So I didn't get a call back from them. And then I had an interview at this other place for a phlebotomy coordinator. So it was basically me being a team lead or assistant supervisor to the supervisor or whatever. So I would just be helping her out and with the team. So everybody that was a phlebotomist, I would be with them and making sure they had everything correct and making sure that everything was in line for her to come or whatever else. So yeah, I was like, oh, that's a team lead position. That's something that I deserve. I ain't did phlebotomy in a long time. Maybe what, 3 years? I ain't did it in a while, but I ain't never forgot it. I still know my tube code. I still know everything about phlebotomy. I ain't never gonna forget that. And I still be, you know, practicing and looking up my tubes and stuff, making sure I know my knowledge. So, but all right, y'all. I know I done said it about 3 times. Let me go ahead and go. I'll see y'all later. I love you. Go ahead, subscribe, comment, like, and share, and get with me. Check my social media, check the description. Any music that is played on here, I'm pretty sure it's by DJ Eazyspins. So definitely check out his TikTok. Definitely check out my sister Tutus with a Purpose. Tutus by TT, Tanisha Triplet. Definitely check everybody out, y'all. Then y'all also have my man. He has a podcast, if y'all didn't know. Adrian, look at him. The camera's on you, fool. All right, whatever. So he has a podcast, y'all. You want to shout out your podcast?
Adulting Sucks. On Spotify, on all platforms. Yeah, Spotify, Google. I think it's going to be YouTube podcast soon, and Apple Podcasts.
Okay, so in case y'all didn't hear him, it's Adulting Sucks on all platforms. Spotify, Apple, Google. He said eventually it's going to be YouTube podcast as well. So yeah, y'all, go follow my people for sure. Subscribe to me, like, comment, tell a friend, tell another friend. And I love y'all. I might be back. I might start a new vlog, but just in case, I love y'all.
Wanna see screaming beat, say you bout it, let me see. Rap your hood, let me see. Z's up, let me see. Peas down, let me see.